So
You
there we
too.
have Prince Charles taking over for the Queen today. Talk to us about the image of seeing him there in his mother's place, the monarchy. How significant was this?
It's a very significant moment. We haven't had a moment like this where the heir to the throne has read the speech since the early 19th century when George III was invalid and George IV was the Prince Regent. Of course, the Prince of Wales is not appearing as Prince Regent, but as Counselor of State, along with Prince William, who was there to perform that role as a duo. Of course, Prince of Wales read the speech. Now, of course, it was also extremely poignant seeing where the Queen's chair would normally be, just the crown placed on its own, and the Prince sort of sitting alone by himself with the Duchess of Cornwall to his left, his son a little further over to the right. And it really strikes an image for this era of the monarchy, this twilight years of the Queen, where she's not really able to perform these great set piece moments of the British monarchy that are so synonymous with the nature of the crown and the institution in the United Kingdom. And it feels a bit destabilizing. It's a real end of an era feeling and a real sense of change is in the air as we move towards a new reign.
And of course, as you and I have talked about so many times over the years, the Queen is all about duty, and nothing has held her back. What does this tell us about the Queen's health, the fact that this decision was made that she just was not going to be able to attend today?
Well, something is clearly holding her back because she keeps saying, the Hells keep saying the Queen has every intention of being there. The Queen hopes to be there. And we know the Queen wants to be there. You know, the Queen wants to do her duty. She's still performing her constitutional function. She still has a strong degree of mental acuity. You can see that in the things we see on Zoom, these little audiences that she gives from time to time at Windsor Castle. But it's very difficult for her to walk, get in and out of vehicles, to process in a ceremony like this. There are still a few stairs up to the throne. It would be very awkward. There's been speculation in the British newspapers about whether it's an arthritic condition, it's a muscle spasm, a back spasm. There could be other things that allow her some days to move around fairly freely, but at times she's just not able to do it. And there are some very big dates coming up with the Platinum Jubilee celebrations, including this week with the Royal Windsor Horse Show that she'll want to make. And so she delegated this to the Prince of Wales and his son. It really sets an image for the new reign. I think this is probably going to be the way going forward. The Queen herself has not worn the crown at a ceremony like this since 2019. And it really is, I think, the way we're going to see the monarchy in the future, which is the Prince of Wales in the key position.
Okay. One last quick question. Why was William there? Was there some sort of significant reason for that?
Well, when the Queen delegates to councillors of state, two of them have to act at the same time. So William had to be there. It was his first state opening. It is also his future. We're going to see him doing that. I think it's also really significant to note that yesterday the Queen became the third longest serving monarch in world history. She has about 30 days to go before she bests the late King of Thailand, and she'll become the second longest monarch in living history. So this is a very historic and iconic reign where it's really broken the books in many ways, and there has to be some workarounds to accommodate Elizabeth II at this age, who still retains the title and position of Queen, but the duties of the monarchy and the state and the crown must go on, as we saw today.
Richard Berthelsen, thank you so much, Richard. We'll see you soon.